This is why you're using the wrong settings in Fortnite. And here are the best settings, speedrun edition. Make sure your display settings accessed from the Windows search bar is set to the highest FPS possible. Many players just forget to change it to the max FPS their monitor can handle. Whenever you play, turn on game mode from the Windows search bar. You can access all the details of how it helps right here. If you have an Nvidia graphics card, then open up Nvidia control panel and make sure your power management is set to prefer maximum performance. If you prefer performance, you probably are on performance mode in Fortnite. What you might or might not know is that performance mode is basically DX11 with lower settings, and some of the settings from DX11 carry over to performance mode, which you cannot change when switched to performance mode. So make sure to be in DX11 when you're changing your settings. The two most important ones are Nvidia low latency and GPU crash debugging. Turn the Nvidia low latency to on plus boost. If you didn't know what this does, here's the easy explanation. The CPU creates frames which are sent to a queue, which is called the render queue, from which the GPU takes those frames, renders it and sends it to the display. Now it is possible that the render queue is being overfilled and the GPU is unable to handle all of the frames as quick as it should. Nvidia low latency is when it manages the queue so it doesn't overclock, giving you consistent frames, avoiding FPS stutters. The boost part is having the GPU work on maximum power and as fast as possible. It is to note that some issues can also be caused if your CPU is too powerful compared to your GPU, but other than this setting helps out a lot. By the way, if you didn't know, I'm also hosting a 1000 V-Bucks giveaway, and all you have to do is use code NNC in the item shop and send me a screenshot on Discord or on Twitter, and on September 20th one random person will win the giveaway. Don't miss out as it will literally take you 2 minutes. GPU crash debugging should be off, as having this on basically means you allow developers to track the root causes of crashes on your PC in Fortnite if you ever have one. But this comes at a small performance cost, which is literally set by Fortnite themselves. Keep every one of these in graphics low except for view distance, which should be at epic, as it lets you see loot and builds from further away and doesn't really impact performance a ton. Despite the rumors, players render the same for everyone, which is 275 meters even if you are on near or epic. 3D resolution should always be at 100% because yeah, that's why. But if you don't have the best PC specs and still get frame drops, maybe try lowering it to a decent number like 75 or 80%, but that's a last resort. Have the graphic settings to however you like. I use these. Keep your game always on full screen, but not windowed full screen, just full screen. All apps on Windows use Windows Compositor, which basically means it adds a small buffer so the screen doesn't flicker whenever you want to switch tabs between different apps. Keeping on full screen will make the screen flicker once, but it's worth the performance boost. Always keep VSync disabled, as it says right here that VSync disabled can give you higher frame rates and a higher input response. Now the big question is, should you cap your FPS? And the answer is no and yes. Yes if you don't have the Nvidia low latency mode on, no if you have it on. The point of capping FPS is so that your render queue doesn't overfill and the GPU can't handle it. But as I previously said, having Nvidia Reflex on will manage the FPS in the render queue itself, so having your FPS to unlimited will ensure you getting the best latency and FPS stability. Make sure to participate in the giveaway. That was it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.